your 2 instructors on this course, and I'm super excited to welcome you into this training program. And the purpose of this first tutorial is to look at the structure of the course to help you navigate it better as you go through the tutorials later on. So let's have a look at how this course comes together. First of all, in this course, we will start off by talking about Module 1, Blockchain Intuition. So Adlan and I are both big believers in the fact that intuition is a very important component of learning complex topics such as blockchain. And in the intuition tutorials, we'll understand everything that we need to know about the fundamentals of blockchain on a very intuitive level, so it just makes sense. And then after Module 1, after the intuition of Module 1, you will have the practical side of Module 1, which is creating a general purpose blockchain, where Adlan will walk you through a step-by-step of how to program your own blockchain. Then we'll move on to Module 2, which consists of 2 parts in terms of the intuition. Module 2a is the cryptocurrency intuition, where you will find out all of the fundamentals of how cryptocurrencies work. And Module 2b is the cryptocurrency transactions intuition, where we will dig even deeper into how transactions work for cryptocurrencies. So basically, Module 2 will be building upon what we learn in Module 1. It will help us delve deeper into the application of blockchain, one of the applications, which is cryptocurrency. Then again, you will have a practical session, a practical module, where Adlan will walk you step by step through the process of coding your own cryptocurrency using that general purpose blockchain that we created in the first module. And then finally, we'll have Module 3, create a smart contract. In Module 3, in the intuition of smart contracts, we'll talk about what these smart contracts are, why they mean the next future for the internet, and how this is all related to blockchain, how it all comes together on blockchain. And once again, we will build on the foundational knowledge that we would have covered by then in Module 1 and Modules 2. And at the same time, again, you'll have a practical component for Module 3, which is create a smart contract, where Adlan will walk you step by step through creating a smart contract and actually launching or imitating an ICO to see how those smart contracts can be used in the real world. So now a couple of comments about how you could go through this course. There are a couple of ways how to traverse through these tutorials. The first way would be the full Monty, and that is to go through every module. And bear in mind that every module here contains multiple tutorials, between 10 and even more, up to 20 tutorials in every single module. And the full Monty would include going through them one by one like this. So Module 1, intuition, then Module 1, practical, Module 2, intuition, Module 2, practical, Module 3, intuition, Module 3, practical. And that way you will cover absolutely everything. However, this will take a lot of time, and in this case, you will need to do both the intuition and the coding aspects. So that's the full Monty approach. That's, of course, the most challenging approach and most thorough approach at the same time. Having said that, you might have a different goal for this course. Your goal for this course might not be to become a blockchain developer. You might not want to code, and that's totally fine. So I really wanted to stress this in today's tutorial, that if you're taking this course to learn about blockchain and maybe start a consulting business in blockchain, or maybe apply blockchain in your own work, or develop some sort of strategy for your business around blockchain, and you don't really want to code, that's totally fine too. In that case, for instance, you could take the blockchain expert or expert blockchain knowledge path through the course, and you could simply go through Module 1, intuition, Module 2, intuition, and Module 3, intuition, completely disregarding the coding aspects of it. And the beautiful part about this course is that if you ever do want to get into coding, you can always come back and do the coding later and learn those things later. We specifically structured the course in a way that you can take the intuition tutorials, which are highlighted here, or the modules that are highlighted here in green, without having to go into the purple modules, and still get all of that, all of those foundations all of that knowledge, which will take you into the top 5 to 10% of people on the planet who know about blockchain. And that is in itself extremely valuable, once again, for applications such as consulting in the space of blockchain, or strategy in the space of blockchain, adding blockchain to business, or just general knowledge about blockchain and to see how it might disrupt your profession. And finally, if you don't have that much time, or you don't want to dive into the technicalities of certain aspects such as cryptocurrencies and smart contracts, you can go down the path which is blockchain fundamentals, and that is simply by taking module 1, blockchain intuition, and nothing else. Even if you just complete the first part of this course, the intuition tutorials for module 1, you will already be very well equipped to have conversations about blockchain, to understand what it is, and to explain to others how it works, how different components, whether it's decentralization, whether it's hash cryptography, whether it's the Byzantine fault tolerance, how all of these things work and how they come together to create this new phenomenon, which is blockchain. And finally, it's also worth mentioning that you can take these modules and these tutorials in any order you like. For instance, you might want to just jump straight into module 3 and the intuition and the practical part if you feel that you have a good grounding in everything else. You can always come back to the course later on. You can take the tutorials in any order that you like. Those were just some of the recommendations that we've come up with. And on that note, I hope you're super excited about this course, as excited as we are. Can't wait to see you on the first tutorial, and let's jump straight into it. And until next time, enjoy blockchains.